this was quite a surprise for us. On Friday, Dana Nessel, the Attorney General there, far left Attorney General, came out with a statement, and the Detroit News wrote about this, and it pretty much echoed our reporting for the whole week. They admitted that there was 8,000 to 10,000 suspected fraudulent registrations turned into the Muskegon County or Muskegon City Clerk's office during the election. They admitted that the group was GBI Strategies, which we had reported on. They admitted that this group was connected with Democrats. This was actually in the Detroit Press. I mean, that's a shock. It's, after reading this report in the Detroit Press, Steve, we were tempted to file charges for them stealing our work, because basically what they said was everything that we had confirmed during the week. And so it really is quite surprising. And Steve, I think it takes greater minds than us, but why would they come out and admit all of this on a Friday? It's really stunning. I guess they had no escape hatch. I did speak with the police officer on Friday who wrote this report, who did the investigation. It's an amazing investigation, incredible read if your listeners and viewers want to look at it. But the first thing he said to me was, the report speaks for itself. He didn't know who I was, I don't think. And so it appeared to me that maybe he's had a few calls from some other maybe not so friendly news organizations, but that was his first response. He told me to talk to the communications person, but I peppered him with a few questions. And he also admitted that this is an organization, GBI Strategies, from what he found, it's a registration organization funded by Democrats. Black Bloc, this Black PAC, this organization that funds Democrat causes. It says it's Black PAC. It's actually funded by white liberals. But they donated, according to the FEC, $11 million in 2020 to GBI Strategies. And there's also proof that Democrat groups funded another $5 million in 2020 to this organization. So that's a whole lot of money for people going out and creating a whole lot of registration, Steve, across the country. So this police officer confirmed to me that they're in several states from his research. But it's a very damning report.
Are there any facts that you've seen in the police report or anything that shows that they actually caught him in the act, and that the 8,000 to 10,000 or in all the other districts that came up and said, hey, we had the same problem, didn't actually get into the system?
There's no proof of that, Steve, at all. And that was from the report. Dana Nessel and her office came out with this statement that they successfully, let me read this, there was no successful fraud was perpetrated upon the state's election process. That's what they said. And they also had a line in there, then they kind of flipped the script and say, fraud was being perpetrated against GBI Strategies by its employees. Okay, so it was the employees that were just randomly perpetrating fraud. I guess that's their statement now. It was interesting from this report too, Steve, that Dana Nessel's office said that she's on top of this and she's going to refer this to the FBI. So thank goodness, because we already knew that from the report in 2020.
Has any individuals been charged with fraud that work for GBI Strategy, sir, to your knowledge?
They know the name of this person who brought in the 8,000 to 10,000 ballots. They also brought in another 2,500 registrations. 2,500 registrations later on. This person was never charged. I asked Lieutenant Anderson this, the man who wrote the report. He said, as far as he knows, this person has not been charged. So there you go. You can turn in 8,000 fraudulent registrations now and walk free the next day. That's the Democrat system, working for you in Michigan. It took them 72 hours to come out and agree with the Gateway Pundit, so we're very proud of that.
But even better than that, agree with the Gateway Pundit and all the facts, and then lie about, that's a bald-faced lie. Let me just say, Dana Nessel's lied. If it's about fraud, about fraud of the individuals, well, hey, you've had 3 years to do it. Why have you rolled them up? And oh, by the way, you've turned it over to the FBI. The FBI, from the police reports, had it for 3 years. Dana Nessel's already bald-faced lied twice. Why affirming the facts that you've laid out? It doesn't get any better than this, brother.